Hey, Wales, good morning. Happy Friday. It's March 28th. Let's go over and recap Tesla and the markets. So shorter time cycles, I'm on the 4-hour time frame here. I do expect Tesla to keep pushing upwards. There's going to be a lot of chop, right? And this is pretty typical off of lows. You typically get this sort of accumulation down at these lows to see if we can keep pushing higher. So I do expect a slow trek towards the upside here. You can see that from the swing high down to the swing low, we finished this cycle, and now we're trying to push upwards and try to make a new uptrend. Okay. Now, if you take a look at RSI as well, we finished this cycle. Okay. And now we're trying to push upwards. So the downtrend has officially finished. So with that said, we can label this red line as the invalidation level where we're calling this a bottom for now. Okay. So 216 is the invalidation level. So as long as price stays above the invalidation level, we're going to keep pushing higher, or we'll keep calling it higher. Okay. I go down to the 30-minute time frame. We're expecting higher as well. We have a blue 1, 2, 3, ABC for a 4, and then a 5 pushing higher to finish off all of this black A wave. Okay. Now the 4 could have already been in here, right? Could have been in here already, and we could be trying to push upwards. But just in case it doesn't, right, and it doesn't fail, you can expect a fourth wave here before pushing higher as well. So strategy, if you want to try to get into Tesla, either you buy in on this 4 wave, right, an ABC correction like this. Okay. Now, if it doesn't, if it keeps pushing up, you can buy the pullback on the black B wave, on an ABC 3-wave correction towards a dip here. Okay, so either or, we do expect higher. And now, sort of in terms of where the targets would be, I take the swing highs down to the swing lows of Tesla. And I do expect the 50 back, right? So anywhere between 384 to 352, this is where this ABC would ultimately finish here, okay, for a 3-wave cycle. Now, at this ABC, we have to let the markets decide what it wants to do. Either we're going to dip here and keep pushing forward, consolidate, and keep going higher to all-time highs, closer to 552 to 592, right? Or we get a failed impulse, and it starts to look impulsive. We start breaking the invalidation level and get down closer to 112 to 152. Okay, so we'll let the markets decide what's going to happen, but ultimately we'll call this higher for now, and let's just worry about that into the future. Let's try to see if we can, get past and make 5 waves here. Okay, on a 30-minute time frame, I don't see 5 waves yet. Right, we need to see 5 waves. All I see is 3 waves so far. So if Tesla can keep pushing higher and make this 5 waves wherever it is, okay, that's extremely bullish to me, because now with 5 waves off the lows, this looks very much impulsive. So if we do get this larger dip, right, we have so much support that most likely the dip will be bought up for another leg higher. Okay. So this is what I'm expecting in the future. So yeah, let's see. Let's go over Nvidia and recap the markets here. So with Nvidia, I do have a wave 3 in red down to a wave 4, ABC in black finishing off. We're trying to see whether or not Nvidia can hold these lows at the invalidation at 104, right? And as long as price can stay above the invalidation level, we'll call it higher for now in the shorter time cycles. So I do see a potential blue 1, 2 coming down, WXY correction. So Nvidia essentially is on its last stand. It needs to bounce right now. Okay. On the 30-minute time frame, you can see that again, we have a wave 1, potentially wave 2 being placed in order. Okay. And a W in red, X signifying a failed impulsive structure, Y coming down to finish off this correction. So I am starting to see on the smaller time frames that this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave will come with divergence, bullish divergence, so pretty technical. Okay, so price is going lower, but indicators on the RSI are going higher. Okay, so if you're trading this based on technicals, this should bounce soon. Anywhere between 113 to 108 would be sort of this potential bounce. You would have a stop loss under 104 for a chance at some highs here on Nvidia. Okay, so this is sort of the structure that I'm seeing. Now we cannot rule out the fact. Let me go to the weekly charts here. Now, on NVIDIA, though, okay, we cannot rule out the fact that this is a potential bearish pattern. You have a left shoulder, a head, and a potential right shoulder being formed, which is basically a bearish head and shoulders pattern, right? So typically, if we do get this sort of bounce up and then come down, we could see NVIDIA closer to, let's say, 75 bucks, right? So you just got to be mindful that this could happen. Okay. So either we do get this bounce up and we fail, we could get a flush down immediately, right? If this validation level, if wave two, um, breaks, this goes lower, right? But as long as this validation level is still holding, right, on the smaller time scale, we'll call it higher for now to at least this bounce before it goes down, or all-time highs like this. Okay, so we don't know yet, guys, right? We still have the invalidation level. However, this does look like distribution to me. This does look a little bit topish to me. So could it be that semiconductors, they're bearish, and then the rest of the markets are a little bit more bullish, right? Who knows? But you can sort of see if I inverse this chart as well. I mean, this does look like a bottom accumulation that we typically like to see at bottoms, okay, before we traject out like that. So it could be the case. So just stay careful. Always have that stop loss. Always have the validation levels labeled. So just in case the bearish sequence does occur, you don't get caught in holding the bag for a couple months to a few years. Who knows? Okay. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of your Friday.